Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today is going to be a tool haul video. This is where I go over several random tools and supplies that I picked up in the last little bit, whether I got them on sale, and they might still be on sale, they might not be, or it's just something I ran out of and it's something I use all the time, or it's just something that I thought looked cool and I wanted to try it out. So several things that I put back that I don't feel like make really good dedicated videos. Like I couldn't just make a video for this one particular thing. So I kind of lump it all into one video to let you guys know that they're out there, how much they cost, where I bought them, why I bought them, how I plan to use them, those kinds of things. That way, if it's a good fit for you, maybe it helps you know about something that you didn't know about before, or you can maybe still even get the same deal that I got on it. That's the goal behind these. I got several things that we're going to go through and talk about, so let's go ahead and jump into them and see if any of them are useful to you. So I'm going to start out talking about this heat fast heater, more so I can get it off my bench because it's the biggest thing. That way I can bring other stuff in here. So I ended up getting this at Lowe's.com. Its normal price is 99 bucks. I picked this up deal of the day one day for $50, and I had been wanting to get me one of these small heaters like this. I've been really wanting the Milwaukee one just so I had the option to take it somewhere and use a battery, but it's $229 and it's been sold out forever, so I haven't been able to get that one. And this one's going to work really great for what I wanted to use it for. So I picked this up primarily just to use it in my garage before I come out here to shoot videos. I don't mind working in the cold, but sometimes sitting out here in the cold, making videos and stuff like that, it's a little bit bad. And now I can even go back to shooting these videos in my underwear if I want to, now that I have this, because this heats up my garage really fast. It's super simple. Hook up a propane tank, plug it in, fires right up. 60,000 BTUs. Again, I only bought this one because it was on sale for 50 bucks, but that's why I picked this one up. But even for $99, I don't think it's really that bad of the deal if you're in the market for one of these. But you might also want to keep watching Lowe's. They sometimes go back and put the same stuff deal of the day again. So if you're in the market for one of these, keep an eye out. 50 bucks. I don't feel like I went wrong with this, but this is one of the things that I picked up here recently. So now let me just go over some general things that I picked up. One of those was the Ultimate AC Sensor by Santronics, the Model 3000, again, made in the USA. I always run one of these in my Atlas 1824 vest, but I wanted to go ahead and pick me up a second one to put in my SBLD. That way I've got one in my bag and one in my vest, because sometimes I only wear one or the other, or I'll wear my vest in but don't take my bag, or I take my bag in and don't wear my vest. That way I don't have to swap it back and forth anymore, and it gives me a backup. Again, this is my preferred non-contact voltage tester, so I went ahead and picked up another one of those. So next, I've been using my Knipex Cutex knife a whole lot more here recently than I have pretty much since I bought it. You know, it's like I just finally figured out how much I like it. It's kind of that Olfa type style knife. You know, it's got those breakaway blades. It's flexible, but the thing I like about this one is that it also has this stiffener edge that you can take in and out that makes it stiff as well. But I was running low on blades. It's pretty much all the blade I've got left is that right there. So I went ahead and ordered me some more of the Knipex blades. These run you like $15. I think there is 10 of them in there. I don't know if you can use other brands' blades with them or not. So if you know the answer to that, you might drop it in the comments below. And, you know, obviously I'm not, you know, mentioning this to tell you about the blades. I'm more so mentioning it to you to tell you this knife has become a whole lot more useful to me. I normally the fastback type razor blade knife all the time, or even one that takes those kind of blades. But I have found myself throwing this in my Atlas vest and this kind of being my knife for the most part. I've been using it a whole lot more here recently. I've come to like it a whole lot. So those blades are something else that I picked up because I was running low on those. The next thing is another supply that I was running low on, and that is the Venom Steel Latex Gloves. They're rip resistant. These are the XL. I think they are 6 mil if I remember right. Yeah, it says 6 mil right there. And I picked these up on Amazon for, I think they're $19 on Amazon. I picked them up there the last couple times because if you go on Lowe's and you look at the 100 count box of the black gloves, they're going to run you like $27. So they're much cheaper on Amazon. So that's why I picked these up. I always have a box of these in my truck, but that's actually not where these are going. I have a magnetic box holder kind of in my garage that I keep a box of these in, and that one was the one that was running low, so that's where these are going to go. But again, if you haven't used these gloves, I really like them. They are very rip resistant. They don't tear on me hardly at all. But again, there's probably other gloves out there that are good too, so if you use something else that you think is great, put that in the comments below. Or if you've used the orange version of these, I'm kind of tempted to buy the orange ones the next time. Got a little bit of like texture to them, I guess, to give you a little bit better grip. I thought about trying those as well, but some Venom Steel gloves, that's something else that I picked up. And another thing that I picked up is a Milwaukee sweatshirt. I actually got a 2-pack of these. These were a deal of the day at Home Depot. and I've made a post about them, but this is the midweight hoodie. So I've always liked Milwaukee's hoodies, but the heavyweight ones, I mean, they are super hot. And then a lot of times, again, I'm an indoor worker that has to go outside. So whenever I wear something like that makes me really comfortable outside, the whole day I'm working inside, I get way too hot. These are like that free flex type. They're a little bit thinner. I absolutely love these. So these are a really good Milwaukee hoodie. If you haven't tried these out yet, I'm curious if any of you have. You can go ahead and drop in the comments below. But these are still on sale for like $68 for 2 of them. And they've got brown, gray. I think they also have maybe blue and black or something like that. I got them deal today. I think it was like $62. And then I realized, well, they've got them on sale all the time for $68, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But $68 for 2 of them, and you're paying $30 a piece. They are really good quality sweatshirts. I might end up buying me some brown ones, but this is something else that I picked up. So up next is an Etsy item. I've actually picked up a couple things off Etsy, but one of them is going to be a dedicated video, and I don't have it yet, so I can't put it in here. But it is a 3D printed wire nut, as you can see there, but it's not a wire nut. You're obviously not going to use it on wires itself. It is meant to be. It's got this screw-on lid right here. You can screw that out, and now you can store your wire nuts down in there. You can see there is a hole, though. They also provide you with this string that you can kind of tie a knot on it, run it through there, and then tie that off on your bag or however you want to use it. I'm probably going to more so have mine sitting over here on the workbench. But this one right here, I got it from McDonald Printing. It was $25 with free shipping. They do also, this one's 5 inches tall. They've got a 9-inch tall one for, I think it was $35 or $39. I got red, they had black, they had maybe green, yellow, several different colors out there. Again, the intent behind it is to take your wire nuts and store those in there. My guess is you can probably, I'd say, safely say 25 or so. You might could get a little more, just depends on what size wire nut you're using. Screw that lid on. Again, have it tied off to your bag if that's what you want to do. Nice talking piece. Put it on your workbench for decoration if that's what you want. But again, this is not one of those things I needed. Not one of those things that, you know, I absolutely had to have. It's just something that whenever I saw it, I thought, man, that looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to pick that up. So this wire nut from McDonald Printing, again, 3D printed wire nut, is another thing that I picked up here recently. So another one of the products in my top 10 of 2024 was this Lusol Magnetic Mat in my magnetic tools section. This one is the one that is 8 1/4 by 6 3/4. It's going to run you like $21. I use this quite often. It sits right there in my truck. It's the one I grab in and out of my truck to kind of use as a parts mat. Well, ever since I've been using that more and more, this one has been grabbing my eye on Amazon, and this one's just basically the same exact brand, Lusol. This one is 18 3/4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches tall. So it's a little bit, you know, shorter in that way. And I just said 18. You're going to think, well, that doesn't look like 18, but that's because this one is doubled up. It also has a handle right there. So you can fold this one out and have a whole lot more surface area. I tend to put that like on a bed or on the floor or something like that. So if I'm up on a ladder and I'm just throwing screws down at it, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to hit that with whatever the screws are. So really good magnetic mat. And again, this one's only like $35 or something like that. So you're getting quite a bit more surface area, even though it is a little shorter. But one cool thing that I saw them doing, as far as in the pictures on the ad of it, was if you wanted to carry tools and stuff around, they had pictures of people like taking their wrenches, putting them in like that, folding that over, and then you can put other stuff out here on the outside. So you just have a whole lot more surface area because you've also got magnets on the inside, magnets on the outside to grab stuff, carry that into the job, whatever it is. It's just another really good option by Lusol. Again, the magnets on these aren't as stout as some other mats that I've used, but they're plenty strong for most of the stuff that I use them for. But this Lusol mat is another item that I picked up here recently. So next up, I picked up a few things from KC Tool. I made a post a little while back that they had a free day of free shipping, no minimum order. Like normally you have to spend $100 there to get free shipping, or $75 or something like that. So unless I order a bunch of things, I typically just go to Amazon if I just want some kind of small thing. But since they had free shipping, I did a couple different orders. I did one order, and then I realized I wanted to get a few other small things. One of those is this Stabila keychain level right here. I'm gonna get it out of the package. This was basically like $3 or $4. So again, who would want to pay $4 or $5 shipping to get this in the mail? But since it was free shipping, I added this in there. Little keychain Stabila level, just a little bubble. I mean, whether you want to leave this on the keychain or not, you could probably figure out some way to mount this on something if you want to. Use that as a Stabila vial in any case. Then other than that, the other few small things that I got a 5.5 Vera slotted. I think this is the diamond tip. So I just got some of these to put in my Tool Check Plus because sometimes I run into a lot of just slotted stuff that I want to use. I also picked up a regular 5.5, I think it was, on the slotted right there. I like this little bit longer bit than your standard 1-inch bit sometimes. There's my bit of thanks that came with the order, Phillips. And then the tool that I picked up from KC Tool, this is what I actually ordered first. And then I went back and ordered those as well. This is the Philo Smart handle. I think it was $19.50. Again, not something I would have bought unless I was getting the free shipping because I would have had to pay some for it. But it's essentially a screwdriver handle. Takes 1/4 inch here, also takes 1/4 inch back here. I don't know that I'll be able to get it in the picture, but it has like a ball detent type thing down in there. That's what grabs a hold of whatever. So if you have a 1/4 inch shaft, slide it down in there. Basically use it as a screwdriver handle, a Philo screwdriver handle. It's got a decent grip to it. And then also I could take this out, slide it over there, and now I've got a T-handle as well. Again, not a rashing. So it's called their Smart Grip. I think, again, $19 and something. It's basically a screwdriver handle. I do like the texture of this handle, but it's a regular screwdriver, and then in a pinch, maybe you need a little bit more torque. Take out whatever you're driving, slide it over into that, and then use it like that. So again, Philo Smart Handle, Stabila, Vial, a couple different bits, all things that I picked up with KC Tool here recently as part of my December tool haul. Up next is a Woot deal. So this is the Weehaw 14-piece insulated ultra driver, 13-in-1. Normal price on this on Amazon is $35. I've had it in my wish list for some time. Woot had it as a daily deal for $25, so I went ahead and picked it up. Part number on this is 38051, and it is manufactured in Poland. So essentially it is a insulated driver, 13-in-1. Let's see if it's got that. There's the bit selection right there. I'll go ahead and you can pause that if you want to look at that. 1000 volt rated. Basically it is a insulated driver. This is solid right here, so it's not where you change out all of this. It just carries your standard 1-inch bits. So again, it's an insulated driver that you can use with any bit that you own. So it's kind of like that Philo driver that I have as well, except for this one does have some bit storage in there. So it is magnetic right here. So if I take this, see what kind of snap we got. That's probably one of the loudest and the hardest snaps on any driver I've probably felt as far as a magnetic bit holding. So holds a bit there, 1-inch bit. Back here on this back side, you press in these two buttons. That pops up, gives you access to all the bits that I just showed you a minute ago. They're not too hard to get in and out. This thing does kind of push in and out as you push your bits in, so you do kind of have to hold it. But all these are like a rubber. They move around, but it does flare them out a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to get those bits in and out, and that just pops back in place. Again, it's something that I've had my eyeball on, been in my wish list. Woot dropping at $10 was the little nudge I needed. And the main thing that I like about this, as you can see my fixture screw right here, I set that out there because that magnet is so strong at holding that bit. It's also a magnetic insulated, screwdriver. The one downside to this one, obviously you've got one driver that does every single bit that you want to put in there, but you do have, that little bit of a lip right there, so you're not going to be able to get into breakers and certain things like that. But just your day-to-day screwdriver in your pocket, if you want an insulated one, you got a whole lot of bits to use right there. And again, you could swap these out with other ones that you might use, ECX, whatever you want to use them for. But the Weehaw 14-piece insulated ultra driver, the 13-in-1, is another tool that I picked up here recently. So the last tool on my list is something from Knipex, and I did not buy this for myself. It was Clark. He emailed me and said he'd like to send me a gift, so I gave him my address. He sent this out, so I really do appreciate it, Clark. But whenever I open this, so I'm just going to show y'all as I opened it, and I got this out, I thought, why in the world has he sent me a half of a Cobra? And this part number on this is 240133. So I ended up looking it up because at first I thought, well, I talked about my limited edition Cobra, how I'd like to have just all black. Maybe I could find a black one and a chrome one and switch half and half. But then I thought, well, if that's the case, maybe he would have sent me a half a black one. So whenever I started researching that part number, because I thought, well, this isn't even the right size, I did finally realize that this is a Knipex bottle opener. So you can see that little lip right there. I don't have a bottle to try it on to show it, but I think you'll get the idea. You take and put that on the lip of your bottle, pry it up. It's going to pop that top off. So that's a sweet idea. I didn't even know Knipex made one. You know, Vera has all kinds of little bottle openers. But so if you are a Knipex fan, you know, and you've been wanting something like this, maybe you didn't even know it existed. I didn't know it existed. But Clark, I really appreciate you sending this out there. So again, this is just something more so to let you guys know about this if you didn't know, and then also to thank Clark for that. So on that note, that's my tool haul. These are the things that I picked up here recently. Again, some were on sale, some were deals, some were just stuff that I wanted, but it's all things that I pretty much just bought myself for Christmas. But I'm just sharing them with you guys in case it's something that maybe is a good fit for you so that you can get them for yourself as well. So again, going to close out this video. I hope this video was helpful in some way. Hope it was useful. I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and I hope that we have some good times in this upcoming year as far as looking at tools. Comment down below if this is after Christmas and you've watched this, if you've got some things from your loved ones, some tools and stuff like that. Comment down below what the favorite thing is that you got this year for Christmas. I'm interested to see that as well. But as always, you guys stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.